Ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Ray Ibarra.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Conversations with Shark Tank Winners. Glad you can be with us, broadcasting, streaming live from Pack Stereo TV studios. I'd like to introduce our man with a plan back there, our tech guru, Mario Hemsley. What's going on, man?
Nothing but the rent. I'm excited.
Right.
Hey, I'm excited about a BeatBox beverage. Ray, I have to give you, this is one where you got my kind of, I'm perked up and ready for this one.
Oh, yeah, well, we're going to have a good time here, and we're going to actually taste this incredible product. Before I introduce our special guest here, Victor Allen, our producer, man with a plan back there as well. Vic, what's going on, man?
I'm just trying to push the buttons, brother. That's all right. I got. Sunshine is all in the room, and I don't drink alcohol, but I'm about to. I'm about to. I'm just letting you know.
And our audience back there, come on, give a shout out. Make some noise back there.
They're back there. They are.
All right. Hey,
they are.
A special announcement here now. The New Year's coming around the corner, 2015. There is that's not my web. There it is. That's a copy of my book there, Conversations with Shark Tank Winners, a multimedia book. I don't know what your plans are, ladies and gentlemen, for 2015, but I hope it includes getting a copy of my book. It's wonderful stories, 14 stories of these incredible interviews of entrepreneurs that have been on the incredible show Shark Tank. Wonderful stories, inspirational stories, and great for entrepreneurs, small business owners, students, anybody wanting to make incredible change for 2015 and beyond. Go to my website, Shark Tank Effect, EFFECT, sharktankeffect.com, and specify what the electronic device you want to download and purchase your copy, and make 2015 your best year ever. Okay, here we go with our incredible entrepreneurs. They're coming in from Texas. They're visiting family, and they've graciously come in to spend time with us here. You saw them recently on Shark Tank. They're the creators and owners of BeatBox Beverages, welcoming Justin Fenchel and Brad Schultz. Let's hear it for them. All right, you guys, welcome, man. All right, man. Okay, incredible episode. Tell us about your experience on the show, what it was like. We all want to know what the reality of it is, so any one of you start.
Yeah, you want to? I'll jump in, I guess. Yeah, it's just, the way I describe it is just surreal. Leading up to the show, you know, you watch every episode multiple times, especially the ones related to consumer products companies, anything, you know, wine or food related. You basically live, eat, and sleep and breathe Shark Tank. You wake up in the middle of the night dreaming about questions they might ask. It can just, it all consumes you. So it was a lot of preparation, and then, you know, flying out to LA to actually film. You know, you get out there and you've been watching all these sharks for so long, and then you stand up there, and actually it's kind of funny. So it looks like you know, when you walk out there that you just go right into your pitch, but that's not the way it actually works. You walk out there and there's a 45-second pause where you're standing there and they're getting the camera angles right, the lighting right, and so you're staring at the sharks and they're staring back at you for a good 45 seconds saying nothing. So that's a pretty interesting experience as well.
It's a stare down, right? The stare down, man. Yeah, man.
And there's no music. They don't play that theme song. You know, you don't hear anything. It's almost awkwardly silent. You're just standing there, and the sharks are looking there like almost cartoon characters. And it's really a surreal experience.
Hey, we got a shark back there. You can't see him on the wall, but Mr. Wonderful's up there looking at you guys right now.
Right over to my left.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, Mario, what do you think of all this, man?
Well, I think it's wonderful. I was very excited, first of all, just to hear about the product. So when you get a chance, once Vic gets the little inside hype, I've actually got a couple of things on the BeatBox Beverages, guys, that are definitely worth watching. So I got the website ready, and I got 2 videos where you get to see the BeatBox twerk.
All right, man. Okay, well, let's talk about BeatBox here, because your episode was incredible, especially the way it ended. Okay, when you asked for $1 million. $1 million question is why was it planned to ask for $1 million? Was it spontaneous? And what's it like getting the $1 million deal and becoming business partners with a billionaire, Mark Cuban?
Yeah, I mean, it really goes back to, you know, the cliche, practice makes perfect, and it was a lot of practice. You know, we had the whole team, you know, the 5 original co-founders were all out the night before in the hotel, kind of going over what were we really willing to give up of our company? Who did we want to really, target? And we talked about it a lot. So we assigned different values to all the sharks. So we came in asking for $200,000 for 10%. That was what we started with. And we were willing to go up to 20% for any of the sharks, but for Mark, we really wanted him. He's in Texas, he's a genius, he's a billionaire. He gets the fun party aspect of what we were trying to do. We were willing to go up to, a little bit higher, 30% for that. So we kind of knew that going in. And we said with Mark, well, he, for him, money just isn't the same as it is for you and I, right? Like, he's worth $2.5 billion. He can, afford to invest a little more. But for him, he says 10% equity doesn't get him out of bed in the morning. So we knew if he was interested, which we were hoping he was, and he was, that he was going to come back saying, I'll give you, the same amount of money or a little more, but I want more equity. And so then we had kind of strategically game planned it out, saying, all right, if he does that, we got to come back with a high, more money, because he's going to be willing to do that. So we had it kind of pre-planned, and the $1 million number just was a nice kind of round number. I still say I feel like I blacked out in there when I said it. We had the plan, executing it was a whole other thing, and it just was in the moment. It felt right. I think Mark appreciated the confidence. We knew we wanted him. He wanted us, and it was just that kind of delivery and confidence that he really respected.
It really was. It was amazing to hear it come back out and watch it play in front of us exactly the way we discussed it in the hotel the night before. And it was just, like Justin said, I think the practice that we did just really helped us and almost, gave us that confidence in there.
Well, Ray, why don't we let them, since we got it queued up, we might as well let them see it.
Yeah, let's take a look at this, man.
Let's take a look.
There you go on the screen. This is amazing.
Because viral is just that, right? And either you're there to fulfill, or you lose an opportunity. I really appreciate you saying that, and that offer. Thank you for making it.
We didn't anticipate giving up.
That counter, just come back and tell me.
So, would you do $1 million for a third?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Okay. At the end of that, now, I was watching it with my wife, and at the end of that, I went, "Whoa!
Yeah.
You asked for $1 million, and you got that, man. That was. Yeah. That's just like every entrepreneur's dream to get that, and you guys." You asked and you made it look so easy.
Yeah, I think a lot of companies go in there and they kind of hesitate. They don't know for sure who they want to work with. They don't know exactly what they want. They don't even really know what valuation they're willing to go to or thinking about the numbers. And the sharks know that, and they realize that. And you've seen sharks go out because an entrepreneur, in the moment where they have the chance to make the deal, they say, well, I'm not sure, or would you do this? And they don't like that. You need to know what you want going in. So I think having the confidence, knowing the numbers, knowing we wanted Mark, and just going for it was everything for us.
Brad, you have a marketing background, okay? So you really know numbers and all of this kind of good stuff, okay? Yeah. So how did that factor into this deal?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think one of the things that the sharks are looking for, they don't know anything about you. So you really try to fit in your personality and your background into story and tell them. So, we talked about our background and Justin and I working together, and just some of the projects that we'd worked on in the past, not even related to BeatBox necessarily, but I think they saw, hey, there's a passion there to create something. They get it, they've got experience. So definitely the background played a role in kind of getting the sharks to believe in us.
Okay, so how does an entrepreneur then, there's entrepreneurs and everybody who have dreams that want to get on this thing called Shark Tank. How do you start? How do you start on this process, on the journey of wanting to get on this show? People want to know. What did you do to do that?
Yeah, I mean, it started with people telling us everywhere we would go. We would do tastings in stores. We would show the box, and they would say, "You got to go on Shark Tank. You got to go on Shark Tank." Everybody would say, "You need to go on," as if it's just a thing you just do. Yeah. And we looked at the application process. We through our backgrounds, we just sent emails to everyone we knew, anyone who could possibly be related to the show, saying, "Hey, here's our company, check it out." We filmed a video in Austin, did the whole application, and then also the Shark Tank comes to different cities. So the show came out to UT Austin looking for UT companies in March or I guess in February, or I guess it was around South by Southwest of 2014. And we went there and waited in line and did our pitch to the casting directors and the producers. So we really just tried to hit it from all angles. I mean, it's still a lot of luck, right? 60,000 applications.
Yeah, I think 120, I believe. 120,000 companies apply every year, and really by the end of it, 120 make it down to LA to film. So it's, you know, there's not one way to get there. You want to do everything you humanly possibly can.
And what were some of the things that you did specifically for our entrepreneurs and those maybe wanted to get on?
So yeah, like Justin said, we went through our network and just blasted out anybody that knows anybody that works for Shark Tank, knows anyone that's anything, and we said, here's our company, we're trying to get here. Some people sent us links to the online casting, some people sent us, you know, you should do this, you should do that. So really, I think it was the fact that we all just blitzed the process.
And filming a good video. We had a fun, energetic video. You know, we were in a liquor store showing the boxes on the shelf. We were at, you know, in Austin, showing downtown Austin, Texas, showing the fun nature of our brand. And then the application, you know, just did a good job, and we were in a good position with our sales growth. So, you know, get your company going. Obviously, you need to have something that's working. So it's all those factors, and it's honestly, I mean, it's a lot of luck. You can do everything you can, but at the end of the day, they're looking at 120,000 applications. But just keep trying. Just keep trying.
I was at an event here a couple of weeks ago, Elias. We were there at the Small Business Expo, and they were holding in downtown LA. And they were holding auditions for Shark Tank, man. And there was lines, long lines, and everybody, you know, everybody's excited.
It's like the American Idol of entrepreneurship.
No, absolutely. Well, look, I've got some questions from online, and then we're going to take some questions from our live audience here.
Okay.
One of the questions here is from Mark, and he wants to know. Mark P. He says, "How has working with Mark changed the way you view your business and business in general?"
Yeah, I think, you know, we had about a 2.5-3 hour strategy kickoff session in Dallas with him. You know, unbelievable experience getting to sit down at a table with him one-on-one with our company and talk through. And, you know, we went in there with a ton of ideas and all these things we wanted to do. And where I think Mark adds a ton of value is he just really focuses you. He knows what we're selling, and that he said it on the show, you're not selling wine, you're selling fun. And everything he wants us to do is around creating that party, you know, being at all the cool events and making sure that BeatBox is at the right parties, the right events, with the right people. And so he's really focusing us and our efforts to make sure we're doing that on a daily basis.
Yeah, I would say it's a humbling feeling, you know, working with him. We came in there with a ton of ideas, and he really, like Justin said, kept us focused on what's going to make someone actually buy your product. And that's not an online ad somewhere. That's not a billboard somewhere. That's their friends telling them this product is great. That's them having this drink at the party, in the right environment. So he's like, take all of your focus and make sure you're getting this in people's hands at parties in the right scenario, in the right environment. And I think we just left there thinking, you know,
all right, we have a focus mission.
We've got to focus.
Here's another question here. This is an interesting one. Is there anything you regret about the Shark Tank experience?
Not really. Maybe some hours of sleep, but no. I mean, how can you regret coming out of there with $1 million deal with Mark Cuban? It's once in a lifetime, so no regrets.
Yeah, I was looking at the packaging here, and this is a really cool packaging and a really cool name for your lemonade here, Blue Raspberry Lemonade. I was saying that it kind of reminds me of a Flintstone episode of the Gravelberry pies they were selling on one of those episodes.
Gotta keep it fun.
This is really great. I mean, this is a fantastic design here. Just and it is fun. It represents a lot of fun. Like you're just going to have a good time and relax, have a nice drink, and just you know, let loose a little bit. So tell us, you had an interesting story about how you came about this packaging, which I think is important.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for everybody to know you don't need a whole lot of money to start something. We did this as lean and as cheaply as possible. So, you know, the first thing we did is we crowdsourced a logo. You said, you know, as a company, you need an identity. You need to know what you stand for. What do you mean? And so you need a logo to do that. So we crowdsourced a logo. We went on designcrowd.com, and it's one of those crowdsourcing websites where you say, we're BeatBox Beverages and we're a new box wine company and we need a logo. And we got about 120 submissions from all over the country. And the guy that we ended up using was out of Canada. You know, submitted an awesome logo that we loved. And so then the next thing we did was crowdsource a packaging concept. And we reached out to the guy from Canada and said, hey, we'd love it if you would submit to this also. We loved your logo. So he submitted to that contest, and his packaging design was awesome. So we used that as well. And for under $1,000, we had all of these different options for logos and packaging designs that ultimately we used, and we still use the artist today out of Canada. I mean, that's so cool to me that someone in Canada can be responsible for designing all this, and we're out in Austin, Texas, you know, talking with him, you know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, one thing about the packaging is, and you see it's bright neon. It's built to show, and you know, so it's meant to like bring it, put it on your shoulders, show it off. It's not meant to hide in the fridge. And if you look at some of the other boxed wines, there's nothing to them really. It's not, you know, you walk into a party with one of them, no one's gonna like say, hey, what is that? Oh my God. If you walk around with this bright neon boom box or BeatBox around, it's a conversation piece.
Mario,
well, we know with all this talk about BeatBox, a lot of folks actually would like to see what it is we're talking about. So let's do that. Let's take a look here at BeatBox. And first thing we'll do is we'll start you off with the BeatBox promo. And perhaps you fellas can comment.
Is this yeah, OG Ron C out of Houston. That's cool, man.
Cat St. John. Woo! Money comes, money goes. Drop it low.
It's really fun to see what people do with the product. They took this on by themselves and really just made this awesome.
Give me my money, I'ma need my money.
So this is the social aspect of it in full play then here. How things have changed.
Yeah, we see people uploading videos and photos all the time. It's really a cool experience to see. You know, we did a survey, and it's like 50% of our consumers are at least sharing some photo online of the product.
Wow. And look at those colors. That's what I really like. You guys are wearing the colors right now, man.
We're living the brand every day.
Yeah.
How was this produced?
This was, like Justin said, it's produced by a friend of ours, OG Ron C out of Houston. He's a really famous DJ and knows the area really well.
He's jamming.
You know, that's the thing. A lot of people just take the boxes and have fun in their own way.
Yeah. Wow, that's really, really great, man. You know, it's really different from the way advertising used to be, traditional and very calculated and everything.
Yeah, we try and do everything through social media. You know, it's something that we're really proud of is our user engagement, social media following. And you know, this product was built, it's not like an old school alcohol company trying to repackage something to make it cool for the millennial generation. We're straight out of the millennial generation, so we really can relate and know what they're looking for on social media.
And we have the best kind right
We don't try to say like, oh, we're BeatBox and our product is so cool. We just want to get it to people in groups like this, like OG Ron C, saying, no, this is cool. I'm saying it's cool. I'm not, you know. So we really don't want to preach to people. You know, we just want them to.
Well, the website is cool. Take a look, everybody.
It's really great, man.
Yeah, on the website, you can order BeatBox delivered to your door in over 20 states.
Can you imagine that?
We ship, you know, any flavor out to your doorstep, and you know, especially coming around the holidays, I cannot think of a better gift than
oh sure, man.
BeatBox.
Absolutely, the BeatBox.
Seven bottles of wine delivered right to your door.
Well, we have some questions back there, so let's. Who wants to go up to the microphone and ask Justin and Brad a question? Don't be shy. Okay, say your name and your name. And
hi, everybody. My name is Elias Cepeda. First and foremost, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
I guess my question is if you can, actually, if you can just elaborate a little more on Mark's involvement. I'm curious to see kind of like the process. Does he contact you guys? Do you guys have meetings or conference calls bi-weekly? Is it monthly? I'd love to just learn more about his involvement as an owner of the company.
Yeah, so we update him at least once a week with an email saying, hey, here's what's going on this week, to which he'll always respond with very targeted feedback. We also communicate with him, you know, really as much as we need to via his app called Cyberdust. So Cyberdust is a text messaging app. It's kind of like the Snapchat of texting, and that's how he communicates. He can be reached at any moment, any day, and it's amazing how fast he responds. So if we want feedback on something, we need help with something, we just hit him up there. The other thing that he's been really valuable for is helping us with new distributors or retailers. See, it's amazing. There's only a few people out there where you just CC him on an email and you get a response within a few minutes. And people jump into action, right? There's not only a handful of people that can do that. So he's been really helpful just being active in the you know, we're trying to get distribution in all 50 states pretty soon, and that alcohol is just a crazy industry with a lot of laws. He's been very helpful just being on emails.
Yeah. And he's you know, he's brief, but he's right to the point, and so he'll let us know when he doesn't agree with something that we're doing, and you know, otherwise it's just we bounce our ideas off or what we're doing, and he comes right back. He's like, great, stay on it. So.
Elias, do you have anything else that you want to ask?
That's it. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for the question here. I have something. You guys are originally from LA. You moved to Texas, right?
Yeah, we both went to Calabasas High School together.
Okay,
and actually,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Before that.
So I assume that you're. I assume that you're Dallas Maverick fans now, right?
Yeah.
Biggest.
Yeah, we're the biggest Dallas Maverick fans.
It was a quick switch.
Okay.
It was a quick switch.
We have any? James, you want to ask a question here? We have James.
Hey guys, congratulations. That was awesome.
Thank you.
How has your business grown since the episode aired?
It's been pretty dramatic. You know, we did about $40,000 in sales online just in the 3 to 4 weeks after the show aired. And we've done another $60,000, $70,000 in sales through the stores. So, you know, we had done about $180,000 in sales leading into Shark Tank, and we've already done over $100,000 coming out of it. And our sell-through through stores has really increased dramatically. And you know, things like Walmart. So we were up in Bentonville, Arkansas last week pitching to Walmart, and they want to put us in as many stores as we can handle. So it's really moving as fast as we can physically go. Alcohol, as I said, is kind of a tricky industry. You know, each state has its own set of laws and rules and regulations, and so we're trying to navigate that, partnering with the right distributors, getting the permits we need. But you know, we see 2015 as just a huge jumping off point for us, being in every major kind of city by the end of the year. So it should be off to the races in 2015.
I can see both of you guys doing like a reality show too, man. You got that personality.
Hey, well, you know, you can tell the Beyond the Tank producers were.
Yeah. So Shark Tank is in the works of a spin-off series. We don't know if we'll be a part of it or not. You know, hopefully so.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and with CNBC running the reruns,
sure.
you know, we're gonna get a lot of time on air. So.
Okay, well, I want to ask you this then, because what you're talking about is a Shark Tank effect. That's part of what my book is about.
Yeah.
Define what the Shark Tank effect has been for both of you, for your businesses, your business.
I mean, it's been surreal. It's really the word I keep going back to. We've had emails from over 40 countries now. You know, I don't know if it's broadcast there on how they're watching it, but every state, distributors, people saying, you know, hey, that was just so cool. You inspired me to do something. Or just someone in Germany saying, how do I distribute this in my country? It's, you know, what is it, 7.5, 8 million viewers. You don't even realize the impact until we were out. We were out just the other week, just out. You know, I think it was Vegas, and someone goes, "Hey, I recognize you guys,"
Right.
Which is crazy. You know,
for us too, it was really important. You know, this is a pretty new concept, this mixed drink in a box. We're the first to do this like this, and it was important for us to be, you know, we know with success there's going to be copycats, and people are going to come out with their other kind of boxes and all that. So I think going on the Shark Tank, what we did, and saying, hey, and having that story to tie back to, people at least know that, you know, we were the first to be doing this, and you know, we'll always have that.
So you're kind of trailblazers in what you're doing here. Okay, so your business partners with Mark Cuban. You've been on Shark Tank. You've got incredible growth here. What are some of the big goals that you have for the coming year? Where do you want to see this go? We know that you got a great beverage here, but where is it ultimately that you want to take this?
Every single party, everywhere.
You know, yeah, if there's a major party across the country, we want to be at it. We want people across the country to saying, yeah, I partied with that. You know, that was awesome. And really the longer term goal is to really do what Red Bull did to the energy drink space. Okay. So if you think Red Bull created their first product, an energy drink in a can, and they built an entire brand around that lifestyle, that energy, high octane lifestyle, whether it's, you know, they have their own record label, they've got Formula One race cars, there's people jumping out of airplanes and music festivals. All of this creates an experience for their customers that lets it all back to their one product. So BeatBox, you know, being the centerpiece at a party, it's 34 servings, it's 7 bottles of wine, it's meant to be shared with your friends. It's creating a whole lifestyle party brand around that experience of being at the centerpiece of a party. So we don't know exactly what that looks like yet, but that's where we want to head.
I'm thinking right away, man. Indy 500. I can see, you know, that I love that race, and I can see this on being a sponsor for a car at Indy 500.
Folks reach out to us saying to sponsor their cars. You know, we're not quite there yet, but we definitely see that as an opportunity.
Doc?
Well, here's an example of their unique promotional flavor.
the beautiful Austin skyline.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let's take a look at this. What the heck is that, man? Wow. Are you going to do like a Letterman and throw a box off the building or what?
No, you got it. Get a little major laser in there.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
A wine that twerks.
Yeah, the bag actually says Miley on it.
I think it'll work. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
If you start taking yourself too seriously as a brand, you lost what got you here.
Right.
So, if you look at the box, it's really fun. There's really kind of like, if you look at the even to the instructions on how to open it, we just don't take ourselves seriously, and I think our consumers really like that.
Do we have any other questions back here? Anybody want to ask these guys another question? Anybody back there?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay, your name, please.
Alex.
Alex.
So before BeatBox, what other business experience did you guys have?
So for me, I worked in finance for 5 years. So I graduated from college with an economics degree and worked as an equity analyst in Century City, actually not too far from here.
Yeah.
For about 5 years, waking up at 4:30 in the morning every day, and woke up one day. I was 27. I said, you know what? I just don't. It was great living, but I said, I don't want to do this anymore. It's just not. It doesn't get me excited like it used to. And so, but yeah, that was my background, was finance.
And my background's actually in kids television, so launching cartoons on networks like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, and working with them to launch all these great kids brands. So it was definitely fun. It's fun. I love the passion for it, and it's really fun to see a kid's face light up when you tell them, like, oh, I worked on that, or oh, I did that show. But this is finally something that I get to put that passion into a product that I would like, and I'm the kid again. So
it's easy for us to market it because we're consumers ourselves.
Sure. Yeah. So what's it like then? You work with Mark Cuban, but for entrepreneurs that want to get on Shark Tank, and of course everybody can't get on Shark Tank, what advice would you have for them? If they want to present to an angel investor or somebody to look at them and possibly invest in their product or service, what advice would you give them?
Yeah, I mean, I would say get buttoned up on the business side. I mean, everybody, I think it's easy to fall into the passion of your idea, and there's a big difference between an idea and a company. And so, with BeatBox, we started with an idea, but what people aren't seeing is that, we outsourced our manufacturing, we brought on a distributor, we really did everything to button up the business side of the product. And before you even think about taking someone else's money, you better be ready to put that money to work. So.
Yeah, I mean, our goal from the beginning was get as far as we possibly can before we raise money from outside investors. So that meant self-funding it to get us because all along the way you can just make a list of check boxes and milestones where your valuation just goes higher, right? You have an idea. If you're going to take money, you're going to give up 80% or 90% of your company. If you have a product, well, now you've actually got something out there. If you get into a store, if you get a distributor, if you get into a major retailer, if you outsource your manufacturing, all of these things along the way that we were able to do by not taking outside money allowed an investor to feel comfortable that a lot of the risks associated with starting a company like this are eliminated. So my advice would be get as far as you can, as quickly as you can, without taking outside money, because then you're not giving up as much of your company. I mean, if you don't have any money to even start it, and you need to, of course, you have to do that. But if you can scrap away with family and friends or your own savings, just go for it, because you don't want to give up a whole
more
bunch.
Control as you're going in is what you're saying then.
Right.
More of a control of your company, that type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show that you've got something that works, that people want, that you know your business, you know the path to scaling it. I think a lot of people go on Shark Tank and they have a great idea, proof of concept, but they have no idea on how they're going to scale it. And an investor, depending on who it is, certainly the sharks, they can't be with you every single day. So they want to see that you're capable of taking something just from that. For us, it was in Central Texas, that we can go nationally, without them being in a meeting every single day.
Right. Now you had actually multiple sharks bidding for you at the end, which I thought was fantastic. Eventually you went with Mark Cuban, but talk about that experience when all of a sudden you see these sharks up there and they're trying to outbid each other to get you to go with them.
I think the crazy thing is we were in there for almost an hour, and so they edited that down into about 9 minutes.
Right.
And so the whole time, you're fielding questions. They're all talking over each other, and it's really it gets really chaotic. So. It almost, when it came time for the bidding, Barbara actually said this, I think they edited it out, but she said, I think we're all going to make offers here, because they were all really it was a really great scene there. And it almost, you could sense the competition between them. And so, when Mark made his offer, it was like, you saw it, he wanted an answer now, and it was almost like a dog, with getting that bone, and, fighting it off. And it really felt like that. And I think none of the sharks even, he stole it from them. Almost. So, but like we said earlier, he was the one that we were going in there for. So
now, if you didn't get Mark, who was going to be the shark that you wanted to be in business with outside of Mark?
Yeah, I mean, we looked at Kevin, Mr. Wonderful, because of his experience in the wine industry.
Right.
You know, he knows the contacts in manufacturing and distribution, which is a huge component of what we're trying to do. So we looked at him as someone who could add a lot of value. And we looked at all of them. I mean, you know, they're all great and would all be a lot of fun to work with. I think, you know, just Mark being in Texas and if you go back to us being in the tank and the hour-long conversations we had with everyone, the one person who knew exactly what we were trying to do was Mark. You know, we talked about box wine and how popular box wine is, and the other sharks were like, "It is?" And Mark's like, "Of course it is." And, you know, and so he got it.
Yeah.
And you know, that made us feel comfortable that he was the one to go for it.
We have another question back here. Who wants to come up?
Yeah, you know, I'm online right now, just letting you know that, you know, you always have people who are watching the show because you actually can ask questions via chat. Zeke out of Dallas wants to know, and I think I already know the answer to this when he says, how was you able to start it without any money? Well, that's the assumption that you started without any money. So I'll let you address that.
Like you said, family and friends, right?
Well,
right.
No, so we self-funded it. You know, there was 5 original co-founders, so Brad and I, and then 3 other people, Amy Stedman, who was on the show, Dan Singer, and Jason Sheik, who were both colleagues of mine at the business school. So the 5 of us self-funded it for about all in to get equipment, product. You know, our first production run was about $55,000, and that came from savings from our previous jobs. And you know, that was what we used to get started.
I think this is the team right here, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so that's great, man. Once again, I love the website. It says a lot about you guys and your creativity. And out of both of you, who's the more creative one here?
I would credit Brad with being more creative.
Yeah. I think we're all kind of creative in our different ways. We really bounce ideas off each other and really well. And you know, this is a.
Who said slap the bag?
That came a long time before us. Yeah. You know, if you look hashtag slap the bag on like an Instagram or out there, people have been slapping the bag for a long time. But I think we're the first brand to really pay homage to it and embrace it. And so if you take the bag out of the box, there's a handprint on there. So we have trademarked the handprint on the bags. And what that does is, you know, now when anytime someone takes that bag out, we have branding there. So
yeah, so slap the bag. It's been around for, as Brad said, been around for decades, and really it's almost like a cheersing, like when you get a bunch of friends together and you all hold up your beer and cheers and drink it. That's basically what it is with a bag. So I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's, there's a bag here, a handprint on it, and what you'll do is you'll get a group of friends together and you'll take turns kind of hitting the bag, slapping the bag, and drinking and passing it around and having a great time. It's a lot of fun.
Who wants to do it?
Yeah, let's try over here, man. Slap the bag over here, man. Slap the bag.
Wow.
It also twerks. As you
It does.
Awesome, man. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's 34 cocktails in there.
Oh, here we go. That's heavy, man.
That's 11 pounds.
Wow.
Are you sure you want to drink after me?
Wow. Is this the first slap in the bag in the studio?
Yeah.
There you go. What?
There you go.
Count. 1, 2.
It's a push.
That's like they're seeing those old westerns, man. Oh, look at Doc over there, man.
He's going for seconds.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Well done.
How you doing?
It kind of reminds me of those old westerns when you take those moonshines.
Oh, it takes me back to college.
The theme of it, right? Take you back then, no limits, just go.
Just go for it, man. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now how many flavors do you have here?
So we've got 4 flavors.
Okay.
We've got the blue raspberry lemonade, which on the show was Mark Cuban's favorite. So
this one here, right?
Yeah, that's our first flavor we ever launched.
Okay.
We've also got a cranberry limeade, which is kind of like a cranberry vodka cocktail. We've got our boxerita, which is like almost like a lemon lime kind of margarita flavor.
Yeah, well, he's just smiling over there.
And we've got a Texas tea, which is like a sweet tea flavor.
That sounds good.
That's only available. It's only available in Texas right now, but we're getting ready to launch it in other states. Yeah, we gotta have a Cali sweet tea.
I love it, you guys.
So just to give you the product itself, it's a wine-based cocktail. Actually uses a citrus wine as a base. It's 11% alcohol. They're all low calorie, low sugar. Actually, the same amount of calories as Skinny Girl Margarita. Only 7 grams of sugar per serving. So it's very low calorie, low sugar. and it's almost 7 bottles of wine in every box, so it's a party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, man. 7 bottles
You
in
can
here.
also take that bag and throw it in the freezer, and it'll slush up.
Oh yeah, I was
Turn
gonna
into,
say
you'll have adult slushy.
Yeah,
if you
there
look
used
at
to be.
that.
What were those pops that you used to put them in the freezer and they would freeze
it's like
up?
an adult slushy. If you go on our website, there's a recipe section.
Oh, here's the recipe section.
On the recipe section, we call them BeatBoxicles.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. I've got a couple other questions here that I want to ask you from online here.
Look,
now,
there they go.
Has anything Mark suggested to you surprised you, and if so, what is that?
Anything suggested surprised us? Not really. I mean, I guess that we had about the flavors.
No.
Not really.
Every day is a surprise. Honestly, it's we're walking this fine line. He wants us to work really quickly. His one message is like, you got to move so fast, you got to blast off. And you'd think that means get in every single store everywhere, but that's not what he means. And so it's this struggle of moving fast, but selling out in the stores that you are. So I think that's kind of surprising that you would think like, okay, he wants us just to be everywhere all the time right now. And that's not the case. The case is that he wants us to go strategically to the right places, work really, really efficiently out of those stores that we're in. So
what's the billionaire mindset then? What's it like? How does a billionaire think and do business?
I don't know.
Like
we're not there yet.
Yeah, you're getting there. But working with Mark,
in a couple years, right? I think it's focus. He's got 120 companies. Something like that, and he owns the Mavericks. The guy, I can't believe how quickly he responds to things, which means he doesn't have time to waste on fluff or hype. It's focus, right? It's being efficient with your emails, with your text, getting to the point. Don't waste time. It seems like always be working. So it's all those things. But I think if you had to pick one word, it's just focus. The guy is focused.
And how has that helped you guys with your business and how you do business?
Yeah, it keeps us focused.
I mean, you think from our perspective, every day we're getting requests. Oh, come sponsor this party. Come go, throw this beach party somewhere. Go do this. We could go a million different directions with seemingly good ideas. But if we weren't focused to that business plan that Mark really set us straight on, then I think we'd be doing a million different things. So I think that really is a big benefit from him.
Okay, one other question here is: what are the top 3-5 things Mark has helped you with to grow your business?
$1 million.
Yeah. The money certainly helps. As I said, the emails, right? You CC him. So, example, Young's Market is the second largest distributor on the West Coast. We were able to get connected with them, and Mark had said, if there's any big emails with retailers or distributors, CC me and I can help. So we sent an email to, the CEO of Young's, or the president of Young's, and right away Mark replies, thanks for the help in advance. And after we got in touch with one of the buyers there, Mark sent another email, said, since you're in LA, next time we're filming for the show, come on out, bring your family. And what does that do, right? That just immediately gets them all excited. It's having Mark's name behind you when you meet with people like Walmart. It just is it's a different level of conversation. I mean, I think if we went on the show and we didn't get a deal, people would be interested and they'd say, they'd listen to our calls. But getting on the show, getting a deal with Mark, you go into those meetings with all the confidence in the world, and people, they not only do they listen to what you have to say, they just respond and do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a validation, for just our idea, and we were all young entrepreneurs, the whole team, and for a billionaire to say that's a great idea and I want to be a part of that, that's just it's really a validating feeling that we all feel. So,
Doc.
Once again, showing you the website, you guys, they have it all there. Wanted you to see the relevant pages. Remember, you could order BeatBox special party package, right? Special party package, have it delivered to your house. And remember the flavors, take a look. You can see them here. The cranberry limeade, the boxarita, the blue raspberry. All right, go in there, take a look. It's all at the website.
Makes a great Christmas present.
Yeah,
Makes
put a bow on it and you are...
Put a bow on the box.
Wonderful.
Okay.
When you get Ray some.
As you guys can see too, Miko has taken it on herself to go around
and serve
the room and serve.
and serve.
Oh, man.
She has been serving everyone, and they're all feeling the signs of libation.
There you go.
Try not to spill it.
Want to acknowledge to the chat room, you guys are coming in with so many. I know it's the rum over here on this side, but to the chat room again, so many questions. Looking forward to your future.
Nice.
And again, they alluded to some of these things, but yeah, a lot of questions about how you're planning to scale up and what they're looking, what to expect from you. So more to come.
Yeah, we're doing a campaign right now called hashtag Bring BeatBox.
Okay.
So one of the things we want to do is make sure that people can get it in their local stores. So we're really active on social media. Twitter, we're at BeatBox Bevs. Instagram at BeatBox Beverages, and Facebook BeatBox Beverages. So tell us what stores you want to be in and use that hashtag Bring BeatBox, and we'll make sure that when we launch in that state, we're going to open up that store and you'll have it.
Oh, excellent. Any of the, in particular, any questions there online that you want to share, you want to ask them from the groups down there?
I think you guys have hit most of it. A lot of questions again about the initial costs. For you guys, they said they did well. At least the stuff they admitted to was about under $1,000.
The logo, just the logo and box design.
And that never includes the work that goes unpaid, right? I mean, the fact that you work your ass off,
cost of your time,
right, around the clock for weeks, unpaid.
Did you have something, Nidio?
Yeah, someone asked, a girlfriend of mine, she wants to know, since you guys started out with a team of, was it 5 or 6?
Yeah.
What happened to the rest of the team, and is it just you two now?
So there's 5 original co-founders, and we've got a partner, Spencer Hopkins, who's is working full time on this now.
Here's the pictures.
Yeah, you can see it there. So full time is myself, Brad, and Amy Stedman, and our 2 other co-founders, Jason and Dan. They are they took full time jobs working in one's at United Airlines in Chicago and one's at Chrysler in Detroit.
Okay. Entrepreneurs always have to work multiple jobs. In fact, we have a quote, right? We have various projects and we have multiple projects in various stages of development.
That's right.
I like that.
True.
We're winding down here, guys. Any last things you'd like to share with us before we wind down the program here? Anything you want to share with the audience? Starting out or whatever, man.
Yeah, just want to say thank you to everyone that's been so supportive. I'll go back to the word surreal. It's been an unbelievable experience coming out of the show. The overwhelming support and excitement and enthusiasm has been one of the coolest experiences of my life. So thank you to everyone that's been emailing, calling, texting. It's just been totally awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, I told my mom I'd say hi. Hi, Mom.
Always take care of Mom. Always take care of Mom.
Any last questions from the Peanut Gallery back there? We got
the Peanut Gallery. Wow.
Okay, my name is Patrick. I have a question about. You said it's a wine-based product.
Yeah.
You have any plans in the future of maybe venturing out and having a drink with vodka or any other type of alcohol?
Yeah. It's something we can always think about. The reason we went with the wine is we knew we wanted to be in a 5-liter container. We wanted to be a huge size, be the centerpiece of a party. The way the laws are, you can't put liquor in a 5-liter container. 1.75 liters is the biggest you can do with a vodka or tequila or whiskey. So in order to do it, we had to use this orange wine, which is much more like a clear spirit, tasting-wise, than a wine. If we were going to do a vodka, it would be something we'd have to do in a much smaller container, so maybe for individual servings down the line. But wine has a big advantage in Texas. In Texas, you're spoiled. In California, you can buy a bottle of vodka at CVS. You can't do that in Texas. Liquor is sold separately from beer and wine. So being a wine allows us to be sold in grocery stores, convenience stores, gas stations that you can't sell liquor in. And a lot of states are like that. So wine has a lot of advantages that we like, that we don't really see the need to fully change it, especially because we can get to a cocktail tasting flavor using this wine.
Are you going to have like a lower end version, like a Boone's Farm or a Ripple? Okay. Any last things, Doc?
Some of the questions come in always about merging being an entrepreneur with our personal lives. How is it you two gentlemen were able to merge this work style, this lifestyle, with your own personal lifestyles and the things you need just to get by day to day?
Yeah. I mean, there's no. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
It becomes your personal life.
Yeah, absolutely.
They become one and the same, really. And yeah, I mean, fortunately for me, I used to love hosting parties. I would always be the one getting friends together, making mixed drinks. I mean, the basis of this drink was really something I used to create in my kitchen, mixing Crystal Light and vodka for all my friends.
Crystal Light. Not bad idea.
It's really this product is almost like the outcome of what our lifestyles have been.
Are you party guys?
We like to have fun, So
exactly. That's one thing. I mean, I'd recommend to any entrepreneur starting an idea. You're going to be working on this so much. It's you're going to be waking up thinking about it, going to sleep thinking about it. Why not do something that you really genuinely fun and actually fits into your life organically? So going to parties and drinking.
It makes it easy for us. I had a business school professor once say something that always resonated with me. It's if you're thinking about starting something, find something you're really good at and passionate about, and then find something that can make money, and try and merge those two together. You can be really passionate about something, and it's not going to make you money. So you got to find the crossing of the two.
That's great advice, man. Well, look, guys, it's been a fantastic. I appreciate you coming in here over the holidays. I know you want to get back with your families, but any last words for you, Doc? Anything you'd like to say?
Just say I'm inspired and I'm ready to slap the bang.
Miko, anything you want to?
He answered everything. I'm just happy to see you guys just boom out like that. Great job, awesome. I can work with that.
Yeah.
Well, we're leaving 2 boxes for you guys.
Yeah, we'll have a party over here.
Everybody got gas, they're leaving us.
Vic, anything else to?
Yeah, I'm going to represent the Peanut Gallery. I actually rebuke you. For calling us the Peanut Gallery.
Look that up to rebuke.
Yeah, I rebuke you. That's my new term.
First buke that I had. Rebuking.
That's it. Hey, it was great. The fellas back here, all of them, you guys don't know these are future superstars, but you guys are the handprint on success. That's a pun, isn't it? My bad. Hey, love the example. Wish I could hype you up more. But I think Mario, Miko, and Ray, you guys did a wonderful job. And thank you to the Peanut Gallery. Give them a holler out, you guys.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this version of Conversations with Shark Tank winners, Justin Venture, Brad Schultz. Thanks a lot, you guys, from BeatBox Beverages. Till next time, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a lot of turkey, enjoyed football. And join us again from Pat Stereo TV Studios. I'm Ray Ibarra, Mario Hemsley, Victor Allen over there. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything, man. Yeah, I want to try some. Oh, yeah.
You make me feel. Now slide your key in. Ooh, it gives me chills. And with your engine trapped between my thighs, it's a power rush, a burning bush. You make me wanna fly. Oh, in and out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Feel the wind blowing through my hair. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. Pour it on, boy. Take me to the night. And ain't no stopping. So what's the use in trying? Destination. Baby, all I know is that you and me were meant to be. Never let me go. Out of this traffic jam, dangerous and without a plan. Fill me up, boy, and let me ride. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. It's crazy, it's going through my head. So alive, boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Give me chills. I never thought that love makes you crazy. I never thought that love makes you high. it's a crazy love. It's crazy. Boy, and I'm so scared. Never knew love could move so fast. Crazy love, it's a crazy love. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. What's the use in trying? Crazy love. Ooh, gives me chills. I like the way that you make me feel.